Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Erin and you're watching 13 News Now.
Welcome to 13 News Now.
We'll be coming to you live every weeknight at 9 p.m. right here at the digital desk at the WOWK TV studios in Charleston, West Virginia. We're going to break down the day's headlines. Charleston's church doors are shut, and it will stay that way for the next few weeks. This closure comes shortly after the health department says there has been an uptick in COVID-positive cases. The pastor of North Charleston Apostolic Church said he was very disheartened by the situation and doesn't understand how it happened. Pastor Anthony Moss says since the church reopened for the first time on June 1st, they have practiced the safety guidelines put out by the CDC. He says that they have a spreadsheet with every member of the congregation's name and temperature dating back to the reopening. He also said when the governor put out the new mask mandate, his church followed it closely. The church is now working closely with the Kanawha Charleston Health Department to ensure a safety reopening. In the meantime, members of the church, including the pastor, are self-quarantining for the next 14 days. A dispute has erupted over who in the U.S. is best suited to collect patient data on COVID-19. It started at the White House. Now state and local officials are weighing in. On Tuesday, President Trump ordered that hospitals and other medical professions report COVID-19 data directly to the White House and not the Centers for Disease Control. The president has called the accuracy of the CDC data into question. West Virginia will comply, but some believe the CDC is still best.
I just got a note and it said, today President Trump has asked the National Guard, to obtain data collect data from the hospitals and everything.
I'm concerned about that because I think our health system and if I look at our county health, our state health, the CDC, they've had years of experience collecting data.
In another development today, the House of Delegates Democratic caucus sent a letter to the governor justice asking him to call a special session of the legislature to help with COVID-19 spending and policy. The governor said no. In Ohio today, during his press briefing, Governor Mike DeWine implored Ohioans to wear face coverings at all times when they're in public, but no issued mandate. DeWine won wide praise for his quick response early during the coronavirus outbreak. Now he's facing criticism from both Democrats and Republicans. Some think Governor DeWine's actions have gone too far, and others believe he's backed down from protecting the public. Walmart has become the latest major retailer to require customers to wear face coverings at all times. Walmart Sam's Club stores is the nation's largest retailer, and the policy will go into effect on Monday to give the company time to inform stores and customers and adjust hours after Walmart's announcement. Kroger said it would follow the same suit starting next Wednesday, July 22nd. And we have a full list of businesses requiring face masks. Just go to our website, WOWKTV.com. Former Andrew Jackson Middle School teacher and former Miss Kentucky Ramsey Bierce will spend 2 years behind bars. Kanawha County Circuit Judge Duke Bloom handed down the sentencing, which he called, quote, favorable considering the conduct. Bierce entered a guilty plea in December for 4 counts of sending obscene material to a minor. She was originally arrested in 2018 after sending nude photos to a 15-year-old student on Snapchat. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm finally starting to get used to this heat. But is it here to stick around? Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Spencer Atkins, who is in our weather lab. Spencer, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Erin. Yes, that heat is definitely here to stick around. Let's talk a little bit about it, and thanks for joining us here on the web tonight. I am your weather dude in a box here, and by the way, thanks for joining us again on 13 News at 9 for the weather while you're still awake. We appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk here a little bit about this beautiful sky Look, I'm with you. Sometimes 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it's a sleepwalk. But not tonight. It's just really great. You can actually go walk the dog tonight and probably still break into a sweat. Look at these beautiful skies around here, around the Huntington and Charleston area. And now as far as looking at that comet, let me get out of the way so you can see this. The comet is called Neowise. Now the sun going down, let's give it about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. If you go out and you see the Big Dipper, look right underneath it, straight down, really close to the ground, you'll probably see this comet called Neowise. Will you see it just with your eyes? And if you have really good eyesight, if you have a pair of binoculars, you will probably see it. That's all you got to do. And you see how it's kind of going up in the sky between now and the 23rd? That's going to be pretty cool. So there's an opportunity to see that. 79 Portsmouth, 82 Charleston, 82 in Huntington. Right now, your heat index is still up there at 92 in Huntington, 88 in Charleston. No storms here. Had a couple of tornadoes actually out across portions of Illinois today, and those strong storms now moving into Indiana. Will they make it here? I do not think so. Will a portion of those showers and storms make it to our area? I think tomorrow they will. So here's what's going on Predictor. This calls for those storms to break apart as they pass Cincinnati tonight. Tomorrow morning, could see a southeastern Ohio shower or a Parkersburg shower between about 10 and let's say about noon. Then we have some Ohio River storms that move into West Virginia between about 2 and about 5 o'clock. Things will kind of turn over and quiet down for a little bit. Now, as we move ahead to Friday morning, we have southern West Virginia showers and storms, southeastern Kentucky as well. And then things quiet down for the afternoon, but it's still going to be really, really hot. So tomorrow we do have just the category 1 out of 5 on the scale here, marginal risk for severe storms. The words probably don't line up as well as just saying that's category 1 out of 5. So wind and hail would be our top 2 risks for the day ahead. Certainly not going to storm all day. 94 degrees, lots of sunshine, and we'll look for about 90 on Friday, 92 Saturday, and in the afternoons is when we could see some pop-up showers and storms Saturday, Sunday. We stay in the low 90s, and your overnight lows will be in the 70s, so it's super, super warm, just real unsettled. So again, get through 3/4 of the day tomorrow before the storms pop. We'll see a few in the morning Friday, so there's a lot of dry time either side. Just going to be really hot. Don't overdo it in the heat. Stay cool. Erin?
Spencer, thanks. We're looking forward to more on 13 News at 11. And actually, just coming into our newsroom via AP Wire, President Trump is shaking up his campaign with replacing Brad Parscale as the campaign manager with Bill Steppen, and we're going to have more on that on our website. Just go to wowktv.com. And then before we go, an organization is being recognized for the work they're doing in multiple states, including West Virginia and Ohio. The need for foster parents does not stop because of the COVID-19 crisis, and Presley Ridge has been helping families and children for nearly 200 years. And they say their work is more crucial now than ever. And 13 News reporter Lily Bradley will have that full story tonight on 13 News at 11. And we're also going to wrap up 13 News Now with the top trending stories on our website at this hour, as always. So a Charleston church has the latest COVID-19 hotspot. Shortchanged, Walmart is asking customers to pay with cards amid coin shortage. And want to shop? Wear a mask. And that's the full list of the businesses that are requiring face coverings that we talked about earlier. And you can find those stories and much more on our website and mobile app. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to tune in to 13 News at 11 with Jennifer, Rob, and Spencer. We'll see you here again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Have a great night.